All right, welcome back, guys. This is recording for Friday, September 13. It's 1:05. The market just closed. We're gonna go over what's going on this week, especially with the market. We broke out from the range. Now we basically going to the testing the high right there. That's the all-time high, and that's where we are. It's kind of crazy. Last time we were looking at, we were like falling down like crazy. People basically like, oh no, recession, recession, inverted yield curve. Everybody's screaming, sell the stock, cash in, right? All that stuff. And then let's see what else. The market basically sideways, and then after that we broke up, gap to the upside with the trade war deals. It's not really a deal yet, but at least it's a positive sign that the Trump and President Xi will meet in October to talk about it. So anything can happen. So we basically gap up, whatever, right? We basically gap up. Now we basically in this range. We are on the upper range of the top box right here. Okay. So the question is, what's going to happen next? Now the market basically it's starting looking at more bullish, and it probably will test a new high. And then, but what's going to happen next week is going to be very, very important because we have FOMC, which is the federal minute, and then we also have the option expiration for quote reaching. Okay, if you don't know what does that mean, Google it. And then also we do this week we have the future rollover. So people are changing the symbols right now. They're trading to a different future because that's happened every quarter. Okay, so you have to understand all this stuff. So there's a lot of stuff going on here, and this is what This is gonna be my take. Okay, we basically able to break this. Now we basically bullish on this side. However, keep in mind there's a gap fill here. Okay, that one hasn't been filled yet. So at this moment, don't think about it right now. We're still making a bullish right here. Everything is still looking dandy. Now we basically have a doji. We're testing the new high and then doji. What's gonna happen? What I'm thinking, we probably will have a pullback. Now the biggest question is when and how, right? I think it's gonna happen when the FOMC or the Fed minute saying that, yeah, guys, we're basically almost making a new high. The stock market is doing well. It's not like what we saw a month ago on August, right? I think we should hold off to cut interest rate because they did it last week. I'm sorry, not last week, last month. So I think they're gonna hold up on that. They're gonna see, oh yeah, we're gonna see the data dependent. So I think that will be a trigger for us to do a minor pullback here. Now we do have a support here between 298 and 290. I'm sorry, 298 and 297. Okay, this is the area right here, as you can see. Now that will be the support right there. Now, what I'm thinking, I think the market will start pull back and then it's gonna go sideways and then start higher again. That is scenario one. Scenario two, we're gonna pull back, test this, and then we're gonna breach this sideway and then start going lower. Now there's a possibility we're not gonna test this until October, so we do still have about a month, right? Whatever the time that Trump and presidency will talk, I think the market will stay sideways on the upper range, and then it's gonna make the move depending the meeting that they're gonna have or the meeting result, right? If they saying that, yep, we reach an agreement, then the market will test a new high. Or if we don't reach any agreement, we're gonna postpone it, or we're gonna have a delay, then the market probably will go still sideways and then start selling off. Now, if there's no reach any deals agreement or anything, basically like, hey, the president doesn't show up, he doesn't really care. So, things will fall down here. We're gonna go down back to the down range here, the bottom range, and then we're gonna start testing this 282 again. Okay, 285 will be the support. I like this area as well. Um, right now, do not short any stock at the moment, because I think everything, unless you're a day trader, that's fine, or a day or two. But if you're thinking a short long term, don't do it yet. I think it's gonna test a new high, and then we're gonna see from there. Okay, just step by step. Just think through before you do anything. What's gonna happen? Have a game plan, before you enter the trade, right? If you even enter the trade here, let's say what I did, like yesterday, I buy an SPY put, okay, over here. But since the market basically goes nowhere, I also hedge it. So by the time that until next week, if nothing basically happened, we're just gonna go sideways, then I can play two coins, two side of the coins, right? If it's gonna go down, I'm gonna sell my buy, the one that I'm buying put, and then leave the other one basically naked, or unhedged. That's the term. And then when it goes up, then it will expire worthless. So that will be like a double whammy for me. So that's how I play. It's a small contract. It's only 3 contracts. I'll show you in a minute. But my take with this, let's take a look at QQQ. QQQ looks the same with SPY, although it's a little bit lower than the all-time high. Okay, just look at that way. Now we also want to look at the semiconductor SMH. It's almost similar with the SPY right there. Okay, and then DIA, which is the Dow. Okay, you look at the same. Now there's 2 sector that I think it's still in the progress work, which is the IWM. However, the IWM broke out this 3 days ago, and then look at that. I'm sorry, 4 days ago, and it start rallying high, and then testing that new high again. So it's amazing sector here. Well, it's not really the new high, but you can see it's testing that level, the balance area again. So this is another balance area. We have another balance area and then another balance area. Now we don't know where to go from here. I think if we breach this, you know where to go. It's right here. It's pretty easy. IWM is doing so much well. There's so much money rotation from the other sector, like gold. If you see gold is selling off because the stock market is doing well, or breaking out the balance, right, to go upside. Right there, it's selling off, and you can see the money basically coming into IWM, right? And then TLT, which is the bond. If you look at this, look at that, it's selling off. Okay, um, it's soon. I don't want to be participating this earlier because I know it's gonna keep going down, depending the market. If the market's gonna test the new high, then yeah, this is gonna keep going down. If the market will be sideways, then this guy will be sideways as well. Just waiting on um, you know the FOMC with the whole trade war information. Now, what's gonna happen when it's sideways? Now you can do the 2 coins like I did, right? You can buy and then you can hedge right away on the same strike, and then when it's moved, then that's where you can sell one another. Just depending which direction is going. Now you just have to monitor it correctly, and then just knowing where the support and the resistance, right? So you can play on the edges side. Now that's basically the whole sector I just talked about. Now let's go into the stock, okay? TEVA, I own the position here. The $8 resistance is still in play. You can see right there, but the support is still in play too. So I don't want to sell this. I'm expecting to go to 10 and then 12. Okay, that is still on the work. It's gonna take a little bit longer than I expected, but it's good because right now we're doing bull flagging here. So okay, that's TEVA. VBIF or VBIV, which is the vaccine, VBI vaccine. This one is doing so much well. I have 8,000 share now. I've been buying here when it pull back, and then buying again when it start pulling back here. That's on the daily. I'm expecting this will poke 80, and then it will start going to the 90 right here, and then the $1.20 right there. Okay, then I'm gonna start scaling out, probably leaving like a couple thousand, and then just leaving it all the way to 148 there. This is when making comeback soon. So just be patient with this. This is a long-term play. Um, what else? SPY, we already talked about that. EA is doing well. I just did roll over EA. 101 is expired worthless, so I'm collecting that $650. Um, Now I did roll over to 102 hedge, so that will be collecting another $300. Um, I still have I do still expect this stock will go well next week. If the market will start testing higher, this will go higher as well. It's just working on this overbought condition, and you can see right there, this red line, it's making a curve. So I think we have that potential to go up as well. Okay, the blue line right there, and then if the blue line they start making that curve, then we know it's the market is start going up. Okay. All right, I'm gonna keep it sweet and short here. That's EA, ATVI. We're just gonna cover a couple more stock here. This one also I did roll over and collect the profit, and then I roll up. So what does that mean? I have 55 and then selling 55, and then I'm collecting about $2.40 times 6, which is about $1,250. Um, and then roll over to selling 60 and then buying the 60 to 50. That will be on February, if I'm not mistaken. So that is the idea. I think it's gonna try to test this area eventually. Okay, just a matter of time. Just be patient. It's working off the overbought condition here. This is a need to go down a little bit. I probably will hedge this go down again when it go down, then hedge it correctly and just keep playing it that way. Now I do also see another one, which is the Take-Two. Take-Two was selling off on 2 days ago or 3 days ago. It basically is holding the 50 MA. Like I said, this sector is working on the overbought condition right now. It's pulling back, and they can go ready for the next high. Okay, you just have to be patient and pay attention to this. As you can see right there on the weekly, it's holding out the support pretty well as well. Okay, that's for the Take-Two. I like gold. I mentioned that earlier. I'm gonna participate gold eventually when it go down to this area, 130, 130. That will be the time that I'm gonna buy gold for 2021. Okay, I do expect 2020 we probably will have some turbulence as well. People will start thinking that from the tariff and the trade war, people will start paying more higher expenses um, on anything that they consume, right? And then they're gonna start realizing, I don't want to spend too much. The economy is gonna, GDP is probably gonna. It just depends. If the GDP is going lower, Fed probably will cut interest rate again, so that will, kind of help the companies to spur more money, right? So they got some kind of set off or offset on their costs. So that's kind of the idea as well. So you gotta have to understand the whole picture. Um, just have to keep playing this and then just keep hedging it, so you know where to go. What else do I have? Oh, CRWD, CrowdStrike. I own this position. I bought it at 74. I bought more when it go down. Today will basically go down again and testing the double bottom. Okay, look at that right there. This is the IPO. We don't have much data on this. Just keep it on the daily. This is the IPO low. This is the support before it go bounce and then start making high. Now I'm thinking if this double bottom taking out, then 6150 will be the next support, and that need to stay and that need to hold. Okay, I'm gonna add more position when it reach that. We currently almost in the oversold condition, as you can see right there. Um, if RSI basically go down below 30, you know that it's oversold automatically. Weekly is the same thing. We don't have much data on this, so it's just something that you just have to kind of look at on the daily. And then the whole sector with cloud like ZS, Zscaler, they're also selling off. I like this company as well. Let me see if they do have more data here. Oh, they do. Okay. So this one have 73. Oh, I'm sorry. This is OKTA. What happened? Try ZS earlier. ZS. Okay. IPO low is 16. $33. And we are in the support right now. So there's a little bit lower, 45, 44. There also another support. I think there could be a potential another down here, working on the oversold. Then I probably will jump into this area as well. OKTA, the same thing with the OKTA. It's been selling off. They've been growing like crazy. They've been going up, 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 up. So now basically is working on that sell off. So working on that position. So 100 will be the support. 200 MA is there. That will be another things that I would like to take a look. What else? Let's go to Tesla. Let's get off a little bit. Tesla has been very well here. There's another couple days been going off. There's a sales report came out here, sell off a little bit, and then it just power on all the way up to the 253. We broke out the gap right there, the gap fill. Now we basically kind of close in between. I'm thinking that we probably will stay in within this area, the gap fill, because the 260 right there and then the 200 MA will start going down. We probably will stay in this area before we start working on something else. Okay. I do want to take some position here. I probably want to do iron condor between 235 and 265. So that will give me some kind of credit right there. All right, so that's pretty much for Tesla and all the other stock. Just play small. If you're learning, buy the stock so you can learn well. Open Robinhood. I do have Robinhood and it's free commission, which is I like it much. I don't like the user interface, but of course the commission if you trade a lot with Robinhood, especially with other broker that charging you, you're gonna save a lot of money, especially in the option. They can charge you $15 per trade, to open and then $15 to close. So it's $30 per just trading on that ticker, right? So if you in and out, that can go up to $100 pretty quick. So Robinhood would be another broker that I recommend as well. There's a lot other. I forgot what was the other one, but I'll take a look and then I'll send it over in the YouTube description so you guys can sign up as well if you're interested. So that's pretty much I have. I hope that will keep it short and sweet. I hope you guys make a lot of money. I do. So we're just gonna keep it that way and just be nimble, be humble, and always learning every day. That's pretty much I have, and have a great weekend. Ciao.